Hello Fandorkables and welcome to a new video. My name is Pixiedust Cosplay and today we're doing a makeup challenge. But we're not just doing any old makeup challenge, we're doing one that I invented myself. I am going to let a d20, that is a 20-sided dice, decide my makeup. So this is how it works. You roll a d20 and the number you roll decides how dramatic your makeup is. If it's between a 1 to a 10, it is very like natural low-key makeup. If it's between a 11 to a 15, it is like glam or like more like of a look kind of makeup, but slightly everyday still. And if it's between a 16 and a 20, it is dramatic. So you roll for every part of your face. You roll for brows, eyeshadow, liner, lashes, lips, and optionally hair. Also, if you have like a palette and you need to choose between colors, you just assign a number to each of the colors in your palette and you roll a dice. If you roll a number that you haven't assigned to a color, you just re-roll. It's pretty easy. I'm going to be posting the rules in the comment section below this video so that you can try to do this yourself. I've already kind of primed my face, so I have primer on, I have a pore filler thing, and I also have used like a very, very light foundation. So first, I'm going to be rolling for brows. So I have my d20, so I'm going to roll that. That is a 2. So we're going pretty natural with the eyebrows. So what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to brush them out a bit and just going to add some light makeup just to give them some definition, just to make them look, you know, natural and nice. As you can tell, I am not a makeup expert. It's a work in progress, people. It really is. We've done brows. They look kind of okay. I think one is like thinner than the other, so I might have to actually address that before we move on. Like, seriously. Can't sit here for the entire stream with crooked brows. No. It looks a bit better now. So let's say we're good. Moving on. Let's move on. Next I'm gonna go and roll for contouring. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that is an 11. If you can see that. Yes. So that means that it's moderate. So we are going to be doing contouring, and we're going to do it so it's fairly visible, but not, you know, super dramatic. So hopefully I can, you know, keep my shit together and do it right. This is probably not the right brush to do this with, but this is the brush that I like to do this with. So I'm used to it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I like to give my face a little bit of definition just by adding some shadow right underneath here. Not give myself a beard though. I mean, for this to be more like visible, more cuts, more like not natural looking, I think we're going to need a little bit more definition. But I just want to add a little bit of a darker, like, defined line. That is giving us the illusion of more pronounced cheekbones. So far, at least. A little bit of an illusion. A teeny tiny illusion. Just a little bit. Oh, I totally forgot to put on concealer, which is a crying shame. So I'm going to do that before I add more stuff to my face, because you should never really put like liquids over powder. I mean, when you put on powder, you shouldn't put on liquids, but I forgot to put on concealer. So, you know, no look is complete without a concealer. I usually don't use a lot of concealer. I'm pretty happy with my complexion most of the time. The only thing I really struggle with is that I have breakouts here sometimes and a little bit of redness around this area. Beyond that, my skin is actually pretty good. You know, it's starting to age a little bit. I am 30, so it's not as, it doesn't have the same elasticity as it once used to have. But in general, I don't like to use a lot of concealer and a lot of product on my face because it just feels heavy, and I don't know, it doesn't feel like me. When I cosplay, that's a different matter, of course, because it's about not being you and putting on a different character and trying to look as much as possible like that character. So that's kind of a different frame of mind and a different thing. I'm not representing myself necessarily when I am in cosplay, but in everyday life, I like to look like myself, you know, albeit a prettier, more refined version of myself, but still myself. And I think that's important. Like, body positivity and self-confidence are things that are very close to my heart. These are things I've been struggling with all my life, like self-confidence and thinking about yourself in positive terms. I used to hate myself for the longest time. So, you know, just not being afraid of being your natural self in front of the world is important to me. I would say this is, it's pretty heavy without being, you know, super in your face. And then I'm going to do some lighter colors just to blend. Alright, now I'm gonna do some highlighting. So that's contouring. There we go. Pretty. So the next thing we're going to be rolling for is eyeshadow. So do we do dramatic eyeshadow, moderate, normal? I'm hoping for dramatic or moderate. Like, that's what I want. That's a 16. So that means dramatic. Yay! That means that I'm going to go ham on the colors. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Sofx palette. I think I'm going to be using 2 or 3 at least different shades, probably 3. All right, so let's see which one is the first one. 18. So that is a dark red. So that is the color Danger. So that's this one. So we're rolling for coloring number 2. That's an 18 again. So we're not using the same color twice. 5. It's called Iced Coffee, so that's actually pretty accurate. So it's Danger, this one, and Iced Coffee. And we're gonna roll for a third one. 13. So that is like a warm orangey color, which is Cloudberry, which I think is gonna turn out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with the selection. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with Danger first. It's a very high intensity color. So we're just gonna, and I think I'm just going to like do like an angled eye, like fairly big, probably. That's one of my faves, one of my go-to looks. So let's just get in here. You love this color. Okay, I'm going to do something that's just going to speed up this process and make it easier for me to make it even. I sometimes use paper tape or masking tape, as it is also known, to just, you know, make sure that my colors are even and that, well, it's easy to get a nice clean angle, basically. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, sorta, kinda. Alright, let's take this off. Ah, ugh, that's always uncomfortable. But here you can see nice, clean edges. And they look fairly even too. So that's not bad. Alright. Go me. Alright, I'm just gonna put some red underneath the eye as well. My eyeshadow is so sharp it could cut a man. Basically that's the base color we want. So we're going to be using, I think I'll be using the Cloudberry on the inner fields of my eyes. I'm just gonna go over with some concealer and just, you know, do sort of almost like a cut crease, I guess is what it's called, but not completely. There we go. Alright, I mean that's basically a look all on its own. Well, we're not gonna stop there. No, let's dig on in there with Cloudberry. Now, we have a third color, which is iced coffee. Where I think this would fit is probably just in the inner corner of the eye, just a little bit, just for pop, and then possibly at the top here, just to blend the red out a bit. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. What I want to do, just to add a little bit more pop to this look, is that I'm going to add some, just a little bit of shimmer on the lid. Maybe using, I think, the color Fairy Lights, which is this pale one. And I realized the dice did not choose this for me, but it's just, you know, to make the look come alive. That's basically the look. I need a little cookie break. This is exhausting. We've done our eyeshadow. It's looking banging. What's next? Eyeliner. Come on, dramatic. That's what I'm thinking. Come on, dramatic. 17! Yes! Yes! That is what I'm talking about. This is why you are my favorite dice. Don't let me down. To a lot of you guys who are watching this, you probably play RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, Vampire the Masquerade, Dragon Age, Pathfinder, Werewolf, Mage, whatever. You probably have favorite dice, or dice that constantly go to dice jail, or are publicly dice shamed all over the internet. Do you have any funny stories about that? So, I have a kind of a funny story of once where we were playing Pathfinder, Rise of the Rune Lords, I believe. And I was playing with a pair of dice that were like a marbled purple and white effect with golden numbers on it. But they just kept disappointing me. Like, I rolled shit the entire evening. So basically what I did to this one particular d20 is that I happened to be eating cream puffs that evening. So I shoved it into a cream puff, and I had a friend of mine hold the cream puff with the die visible in it, and I took a picture, and I publicly posted that picture on Instagram and shamed the shit out of that dice. This is what happens to dice that do not do what I want them to, who disappoint me, who are not in my favor. And sadly, this happens a lot to a lot of my dice, because I cannot roll to save my life most of the time. Here we go. That's plenty dramatic, isn't it? That's a pretty big line. I think I got some in my eye. Just gonna add some black to the wet line. So we're still gonna add lashes on this, hopefully. We'll see what the dice decides. Come on. My luck has forsaken me. I rolled a 9, which means that they're gonna be pretty much natural. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put on regular mascara. That's what I'm gonna do. Nothing fancy. No false lashes, no extra drama, just mascara. Look at this, look how sparkly it is. I have fairly long lashes in real life as well, so this isn't, you know, it's not the end of the world. If I turn my profile, can you see my lashes? Yeah, you can see them. There they are. Hello. So that's not so bad. So moving on from lashes to lips. Are we going to do a natural lip, or are we going to do something a little bit more pow? Come on. No. No, that's a 2. That means like supernatural. That means like lip gloss or something. Like just moisturizer. Can I do it again? Can I re-roll? I really want to do some really dramatic lips with this look. Like, that would be very cool, but, you know, I guess not. That's what I got. The dice decides. It's a 2, so, you know. Oh well. Alright. That was it for lips. That was very short and sweet. So, I mean, like, that's the last part of the challenge, unless I choose to go for the secret level, ding ding ding, and do hair. So let's do this. Let's try. Let's see. Come on. Oh, it fell down. I have to re-roll. That's the rules. Yes! I got a 16. That means I get to get wiggy with it. So what am I gonna do? Which wig am I gonna choose that would go well with this look? Maybe I should do red hair. Red hair with red makeup, just because. So this is a wig that I originally bought for an Ariel cosplay, like the Little Mermaid from Disney. I have to use a wig cap for this because I have a lot of hair and it's just gonna stick out everywhere if I don't, and it's not gonna be cute. Oh yes. This wig should have been brushed a little bit. Alright, here we go. I think I kind of turned myself into Batgirl without really noticing it. She has red hair, doesn't she? I think so. At least, or Batwoman. One of them. Alright. What do we think, guys? I think, you know, the dice did a pretty good job of deciding my makeup. I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it. So if you like this video, remember to subscribe to our channel and click the alert button. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I'm still gonna, you know, ask you guys to do it anyway. And if you want to do this challenge, feel free to do so. If you do it, send us a message with a link to your video so that we can come and watch it. And yeah, this was fun. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, let us also know in the comment section below. And we'll see you soon. Okay, bye, Fendorkables.